apart if that is okay to do. So stand with feet shoulders apart, and with this position here we want to have hands on the hips itself, and I want you to just kind of feel the ground with your feet. So big toe, small toe and the heel are what we call the corners of your foot. So if you can, try and keep them pressed into the ground, and all we're going to do is slowly rotate down to one side and then slowly rotate down to the opposite side. And when you're rotating to one side, so if I use my right hand side for an example, I should be, the weight's on the outside of my heel, but my big toe is still down, but my arch is lifted up the highest. And when I go to the opposite side, still thinking about my right foot, I'm going to be pressing down through the big toe itself. So we'll keep going that. We're going to do this for about 2-3 minutes altogether. So I'm just going to let Chloe in there. So we're going to be working away for about 2-3 minutes altogether, just working through that range. And don't be alarmed if you hear any clicks, clunks, anything like that at all. We're just starting to get that ankle joint moving. Start nice and easy, and as we progress through the 2-3 minutes, we'll start to add in different elements itself there, okay? And you're wanting to just search for the whole foot, and if you can imagine the sole of your foot itself, and what you're trying to do is you're trying to just transfer the weight from the big toe back onto the heel. And in the clinic this week I've been probably describing this a lot, like your big toe is like Messi and your heel's the goalkeeper. And nowadays in modern football we'll start from the back and work out. So work from the heel right way through the midfoot and then finish with Messi at the front there. So always finish through the big toe itself if you can. We're just going to bring in the arms as well, so we're just going to get a nice gradual arm swing, and we're just going to come round the body itself there, and that just brings a little bit more momentum through that foot. So the movement of the foot is still exactly the same, but we're just going to bring in the arms itself. And you're twisting from the hip itself, and your whole footprint of the foot stays in contact with the ground. Good work. If you wish to, close your eyes over so you can really work on feeling the ground. Feel, do I lift my pinky toes off when I go round towards the opposite side? If I do, try and keep them down. So try and keep that whole foot grounded as you're doing your rotations. Ten seconds, and we're going to go really, really narrow. So we're going to go right together and do the exact same thing. So arms rotating around, just getting the movement into the feet itself there. Nice and slow and steady with the rotations. 3, 2, 1. Bring the feet right close together. So you're still a little bit apart, and we're just going to do the exact same thing. We're going to start off with really narrow twists. With ankle sprains, you'll sometimes find that you just don't want to go certain places. And then also you might find, oh Chris, I can't stop myself from going back to that bit. So you're trying to think about not letting the foot just collapse in the way. We're trying to get the whole foot to be as active as possible. So everything should be done by a muscle rather than just the movement itself. So try to press the feet into the ground as you rotate. Good job, good job. And these are a great drill you can do pretty much anywhere, anytime throughout the day. Cost a cue, wait for the kettle to boil, just get your feet moving as much as you can, and think about the big toe, pinky toe and the heel all being in contact with the ground as much as you can. So we're really just changing where the weight is distributed, but they're all still touching the ground. 15 seconds guys, and we're going to our second drill, which is going to be a pronation lunge today. So we're going to go 10 seconds. Good job. A lot of clumps and clicks, can be wherever. 3, 2, 1. We're going to start with our right foot forward. Our right foot forward, and all we're going to do is with our right hand, we're just going to reach over and then bring it back. So again, we're using the same idea, is when we're back here, we're going to start with the goalkeeper, and when we reach forward, we're going to finish with Messi itself. So we're just going to reach and pull. Reach. Just getting that movement through that foot. The back foot can raise off the ground slightly if it wants to, not too fussed what the back foot does, but the front foot stays welded to the ground as we just come over the top and then back out. What that looks like from the front should be a little bit of a rotation through the knee. So you'll see my knee actually drifts towards the big toe. That's what we're kind of looking for there. So as we come forward, don't be alarmed that knee's going in the way. That's okay, that's pronation, but control it. Rather than just letting the knee drop in, we're controlling the movement through the range itself. When we're back on the heel, knees pointing out to the side. As we come over, knees pointing across the way. So the knee angle, if you had a head torch attached to your kneecap, it would be shining from side to side. It wouldn't be going straight forward and straight back. It's shining out to the side, and it shines across the opposite side itself there. Good, we're just going our second minute. Same foot, same movement. Keeping the whole foot in contact. When you come forward, I want you to just feel as far as you can go. So start to just explore how far forward can I go, and slow it right down when you come forward. Even just hold out there, reach, then come back in again. Just getting this ankle going for some of the drills that we're away to do. Good work. The knee position just rotates over towards the big toe. So you're going from the fifth toe across to the first toe, the pinky toe across to the big toe itself. 10 seconds and we'll switch legs over. Back leg can do whatever it wishes to do. Get used to just lifting that heel of the back leg, because we'll be doing some of our single leg stand work later on the session. 3, 2, 1. Change your feet over. Left foot forward this time round, and it's going to be reaching with the left hand. So we're just, again, allowing the knee to drift into it as we reach. Heel to big toe. Lateral heel, outside heel to the inside of the big toe itself. Reach and pull. Reach and pull. What does that look like from the front? We're letting that knee just drift across and back out. Drift across and back out. When you go back the way, your big toe will want to come off the ground. Try and keep it down as much as you can. And when you come forward, your body's going to want to lean forward there. Try and just go as far as you can with the knee itself. So the knee is doing like a half semicircle. The back leg, not too fast again. If it heel raised on the back leg, that's fine. If you find that one ankle has been a wee bit more dodgy than the other, you might find that your range is restricted. Try not to force anything, just go to where you feel comfortable going. You might want to just hang out and just explore here a wee bit more, then come back in. Keep going for me, guys. A minute to go, let's have a wee look, see what's going on there. Good, Andy, you can just let that knee drip in a wee bit if you wish to. Good work. As long as it's controlled, semicircle, that's lovely. Lynn, good job. Johnny, good job, well done. Chloe, welcome, well done, really good job, really nice movement. Ian, really good, nice work, nice work. When we're coming back out, try not to hyperextend the leg. So if we're coming back to there, try not to push the leg fully back. Just keep it nice and soft, keep it nice and loosey-goosey as we're working through there. 20 seconds to go, guys, then we're going to go into our mats. And we're just going to work through that ankle range. So today's purpose is the first 3 drills are all about getting the ankle moving, and then once it starts to move, we're then going to load it in different positions so we can really feel which muscles are working to help stabilise the ankle itself. 5, 3, 2, 1, and relax. We're going to go into our mats for our next one, and all we're going to do is we're going to hold ourselves with the weight over the front of the knee, and we're just going to drift forward and back out. So right foot forward and then back out. Again, what we're going to do this time around is we're letting the knee go from the inside of the heel across the way. What does that look like from the front? We're going to be going across and back out. Across and back out. The foot stays down the whole time, but you'll see my knee just deviates across towards the big toe. And that's okay. When you come across the big toe, press down through the foot as much as you can. So the foot is pressing into the ground as the knee moves over the top. We're starting in 3, 2, 1, off you go. Drift across. Use the hand to direct the knee. We used to say that the knee had to go over the middle 2 toes, but with pronation and with our learning now, we find that the arch drops down and goes long, so the knee has to rotate in slightly. If we go straight forward, we actually don't use the arch at all. So if we go straight forward, you'll find that the weight in the big toe starts to lift up. So we have to have that mini rotation through onto the big toe itself. Good job. And you'll find a wee stretch on the back leg through quads, through hip flexors, even into groin as you stretch forward. For the last 15 seconds, we're just going to hang out at the front here, and we're just going to pulse. Try not to let the heel come off the ground, so work within your own capabilities, and we're just going to work through a pulse, pulsing at the knee, but also pressing with the big toe. Really engage that big toe with the ground. It's not here for a journey, it's here to be part of it, so really press down. 5, 3, 2, 1. Switch the legs over. Really good job. So it's going to be left foot forward now. Left foot forward. And we're just going to drift. Hands on top of the knee. And we're just going to let that knee take its journey forward. Good work. Simple drills, but very, very effective. The ankle joints are really, really important that they move well, but they have to be really, really strong through range. So we can't just mobilise, we have to make sure that we're then strong through range. The foot, when it hits the ground, has to be very, very firm and stiff. It's part of our propulsion forward, so we have to make sure that although we are mobilising well just now, we have to make sure we then load it, and that's what the next couple of drills are going to be. Working really hard on just getting the calf, getting the hamstring, and getting the glute all working together. 20 seconds, guys, 20 seconds. And just be mindful of, does the ankles all move the same way? Do the right and the left hand side feel the same? Do they feel different? Is there a restriction on one versus the other? You might just have to have a little bit more here, so the one that's a wee bit stiffer. We're going to hang forward and pulse, press down through the big toe. Really, really push down with the hands and press down with the big toe. Really accept the load down through there. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and relax. So give legs a little shake out, a little walk if you need to. We're going to go into our first main drill. And what we're going to do is our single leg stand that we did a couple of weeks ago. So we're going to have ourselves right foot forward, all the weights on the back leg first of all. We're going to think about the phrase up, over and on. So up with the left heel, over with the hips, onto the front leg. So the back leg's doing nothing, but it's there for balance only. We're then going to karate chop mid-drift, and we're going to really get onto that foot now. We're going to hold it here. And all we're going to do here is press down through that middle of the foot, okay? So, up, over, and on. Right foot forward, lift the hips, place the weight on, bend the knee, lift the back leg off the ground, place it back down, and then we're going to lean forward without the knee changing position. And we're going to hang it here for a minute, okay? So we're going to really drop forward. Leaning forward and pressing through your foot as your accelerator pedal. To make it harder, lean further or push harder. To make it easier, press less, lean less. Really press down to the ground here. Really push that foot into the ground. Lovely work, good. Good, Ian, keep the back leg down just for balance. It saves it being a wobbly drill. Keep the back foot down just so that you've got some sort of kickstand position. Really good, Chloe. Nice work, really good. Johnny, lovely. That's nice, Ian. Well done, good. Knee soft, really bend from the hips. So the hips, the chest is coming forward. So when we're in position, it's all looking really, really nice. When we're in position here, think about a string pulling you forward over that foot. So nothing changes at the knee angle. It's all going to be from the hip itself, okay? 10 seconds just, 10 seconds just. Pushing down through the ground. Hold. 3, 2, 1, and push from the ground to stand back up. Left foot forward this time. Left foot forward. All the way on the right hand heel. Up, over and on, so bring yourself up with the back heel, over with the hips and place it onto the front foot. Just tap that toe, make sure there's nothing happening back there. Then we're going to get our string, pull ourselves forward, really pull ourselves onto that front foot. Push down to that whole foot now. Good job. We're here for just over a minute. Press to the ground. If you wish to, is glute working, is hamstring working, is calf working, you should start to feel them all kicking in together. If you want to make it a little harder, pull the strings. Good work. Hold, hold, hold. Press, press, press. Back legs just touching and no more. Push the hip high, so let that hip go round. Give it push, 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 push. Should start to feel calf being a wee bit more involved this time rather than last time just being the hip. Push through the ground, really squash that orange underneath your foot, through the middle of the foot as much as you can. Good work, good work. 10 seconds just. Push through the ground. 5, 3, 2, push from the ground to stand back up. Good job. Second set. This time we're just going to add in a little bit of a heel raise, okay? So right foot forward, all the way on the left hand side, up, over, onto the front foot. And all we're going to do is just invite the heel off the ground. We're then going to pull ourselves forward, okay? If you don't have a hoodie with 2 strings on, just grip the chest and just pull it forward over that foot. But this time, the heel's off, okay? Heel's off. Starting now. So, lean forward, Andy, even further forward if you can. Lean from the chest, 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 chest. Lovely, good, good, good. Lynn, good. Ian, good. Johnny, good job. Lovely, Chloe. Chloe, just keep the back leg down for balance. It saves you wobbling. That's it, lovely. Good, good, good. 99% of the body weight's on the front leg, 1%'s on the back leg. Good. Pull that t-shirt forwards just so you're leaning through that. Well done, Johnny. Good job. Heels slightly raised. We're halfway there. We're halfway there. We're working hard now. Nothing on the back leg. It's only there for balance. When you take more of the body weight off the back leg, you'll find the front leg having to work harder. But because the base of support is smaller, we want to keep the back leg down for balance, because it's not a balance drill. Good job. Now we're cooking. Now we're cooking. 10 seconds just. 3, 2, push from the ground to stand up tall. Good job. We're going to walk back and we're going to do our left leg forward this time. Left leg forward, all the way on the right hand side. When we're ready, we're up with the back leg, we're over onto the front leg, we're onto it, and raise the heel, pull the t-shirt forward. So grip that t-shirt and pull yourself forward onto that leg. Good job, well done. Hold here. Nothing on the back leg, kickstand only. It's there for balance purposes. It's like your bike stand, it's only there to keep the bike standing up tall. Good work. Press down through the first toe, the big toe, and also the 5th toe. So you're kind of like pitchforking that foot into the ground. Really push down through it. To make it work a little harder, push it to the ground. Really try and squash the floor. Push it to the ground. Really working. Long through the back. Good job. Hold it here. If you want to put the accelerator down, press harder to the ground. Pull that t-shirt further forward so you're leaning almost parallel. Good work. 15 seconds just. Three, two, push from the ground to stand back up. Good job. One to go. One to go. This time what we're going to do is when we're forward, I'll show you first and foremost. So we'll come up, over and on. Soften the knee. We're going to drop here. And all we're going to do with our hands on our hips is we're just going to rotate and then come back up. Rotate and then come back up. We're not moving the whole body, it's the hips only. So the hip drops down, then it comes back out. And we're also going to do it on a heel raise, okay? So, let me talk you through that again. We'll start together. Right foot forward, weight on the left. We're up, over, onto the front leg. We're then going to hinge just slightly there. We're then going to lift the heel off the ground, and we just drop the hip in and pull the hip back out. Drop the hip in as far as you can go, pull back out. So the back foot should spin slightly as you're dropping into the hip and then back out. So the back foot just spins and then we come back out. Spin and then back out. The front knee stays pointing straight forward. Good job, good job, good job. Keep working hard. Glutes working hard. Calves working hard. We're breathing hard. If you wish to accelerate it, push down to the ground or hang out in that rotated position for a little bit longer. Stay in this rotated position for 5, 4, 3, 2, back to your pulses. Halfway there, guys, halfway there, working hard. Press to that front foot. You should start to feel the muscles around it, the ankle working, but the glutes working as well. So everything's working together. We're never isolating anything, we're working everything. 3, 2, push on the ground, stand up your leg, shake out. It's going to be left leg next. Left leg forward. Weight on the right. Up, over, on. Back legs loose. We're pulling ourselves forward. We're raising the heel and we're dropping our hip in. Drop in, back out. Key principles. Let the left knee in this instance stay straight. Spin the right leg. Drop down, pick back out. It's the hip only that's moving. Drop in with the hip, pull the hip back out. Excellent job. Drop in and then back out. Side view, we're all over that front leg and we're dropping down and pulling back. Chest is right over the top of the knee, which is over the top of the forefoot. Heels floating, floating heel. Keep dropping that hip in there. Lovely, Andy, well done. Good, Lynn. Ian, perfect, good job. Just bring your chest forward a wee small bit, Ian, if you can. Johnny, lovely job, good job. Chloe, excellent, really good job. Hang out here, we're going to pulse here, so drop in, hold, really push knees together, push knees closer together, so really internal rotating, lovely, lovely, lovely. 3, 2, back to pulsing, 10 seconds to go. Good job. Make it from the hip, Andy, if you can, so drop the hip in rather than the shoulders, lovely, that's better. Good, it's such a small movement. 2, 1, and relax there. Good job. Your legs a little shake out. But one last drill to go, guys. One last drill. You'll need your mats again. And all we're going to do is we're going to go in our split squat position. So the weight's going to be through the front leg. And all we're going to do is raise the heel, tuck the toes underneath, and we're just going straight up, straight down. Straight up, straight down. Okay? So we're going to do 2 times a minute. So we're ready. Right foot forward first. Weight through the front leg. We're not going forward into that position there. We're just having the knee over the toes, but from there, we push ourselves straight up, straight down. Heels off on the front leg. And back down. Push up. Back down. Up. Back down. Good work. Lovely job. Heel stays floating in the front leg. Up nice and tall, hands and hips, lovely. Good work, guys. Andy, perfect. Lynn, perfect. Ian, really good. Johnny, well done. Chloe, excellent. So no drifting forward, just take a minute to yourself, Ian, good job. 15 seconds just. 3, 2, 1, switch over. Last minute, guys, last minute of work. Ready? Toes tucked on the right leg this time. The knee in front of the foot. Off we go. Heel floating. As soon as that knee touches the ground, start to just lift again. And try not to make it jerky. Make it super, super smooth through the whole range itself. Good work, float the heels, nice work. Super slow, don't worry about how many reps you do, just worry about being time under tension. Good, Lynn, push your head straight up rather than lean forward, so push straight up. Good. Johnny's got a smile on, he's loving this, he's working hard. Good job, Johnny. Chloe, excellent control, really nice, really nice. Keep under tension at the bottom as well. 10 seconds to go. 5, 3, 2, 1, and relax there. Good job. We're back into foot torques to finish off. A foot torques to finish off with just for a minute there. Good work. Just get that feet moving again. So think about it, just open up the ankles after we've worked it through range. Really nice work. There might be a couple of exercises in there you thought, gosh, that's a wee bit hard work. Write them down your little book, carry them forward so you know exactly what you're doing for rehab, prehab, ankle strengthening. Good work. Feet in contact with the ground. So when we roll around to one side, we're on the heel. When we roll around to the opposite side, we're on the big toe. So heel, big toe of the right foot. So we're heel, big toe. Opposite should be happening on the opposite side. So when you're on the heel with one foot, you're on the big toe of the opposite foot. And that's the exact same thing when we're on as well. When one foot is pronate, the other one's supinate to push off. 3, 2, and give the legs a little shake out there, guys. Well done, excellent job. Any questions at all? What's that, sorry?
The wall behind you. You painted.
It's a work in progress. It's like the Forth Road Bridge.
That was tough.
Yeah, the ankles are so important because when we run, we actually run in what we call a plantar flex position. So that means basically the toes are close to the ground than the ankle is. Now that means that the ankle joint is open so that you have to rely a lot on the ligaments. So sometimes if you're doing like a lot of trail running and you can't really see what's underneath your feet, it's sometimes easier to really run with a flatter foot to push down through the middle of the foot because that closes the joint. So it means that ligaments aren't doing as much work. So that's why a lot of our orienteers, volunteers that we work with. They do a lot of ankle sprains, but also majority of ankle sprains happen on a downhill section of running rather than an uphill section. Uphill, the foot's going to be what we call dorsiflexion, so the ankle's closed. Downhill, we're going to be more plantar flexion when the ankle's open, so there's a lot more movement, there's a lot more scope for that. So when you wear over the toes, the ankle doesn't move a huge amount, but when you're raising your heel, the ankle has a lot more scope to move. That's why a lot of the drills are done with a floating heel, so we can get the strength in that position so that when you are exposed to it when you're running, you've got a bit of a backup to try and support that ankle as best you can. Anything you do, you can actually do in a floating heel. So like even like if you're doing your squat, lower the weight, but then try and do it with a floating heel. But I like people to, when they're doing a squat, to really press down through the middle of the foot. If the weight's too heavy, you tend to find that they rock back onto the heels. If the weight's too heavy and it's pulling you forward on your toes, then you're too far forward. So you've got to kind of make sure that the weight is low if you're going onto the toes itself so you can control that movement. Welcome, Chloe. We managed to get you there in the end. We've got that email sent to you. Good job, good to see you.
That was really good, thank you very much.
And the foot torques and the pronation lunges, practice them as little off as you can. Like, you'll see me in Costa Q and everyone will be looking, what's this guy doing? He's jumping about. I'm just doing that pronation. So get used to feeling the heel onto the big toe and back again so you can actually start to get that pronation. The pronation helps absorb shock when we're hitting the ground when we're running. If we don't have pronation, the ankle then takes a lot more of the load, and then if the ankle's taking more load, it's more susceptible to go into that ankle sprain itself. So the two things are a lack of pronation and also the foot being in plantar flex position are our main cause of ankle sprains itself. Cool, I'll stop wabbling. Good job, guys. Any recommendations for next week? And anything Emily wants to touch on for next week? So I'm open-minded to having any classes. Obviously, I know a few of the guys in the class, and I knew there was a couple of ankles kicking about, so I was quite keen to do a little bit of ankle rehab. But the classes are for you guys, so if there's anything you wish, then please just ask away. I'm more than happy to put in a couple of elements for your specific needs. So if you do want to email me, that's absolutely fine as well. Perfect. Have a good weekend.
Thanks, James.
Take care, guys. Well done.
Record.